And welcome back to Winthrop Coliseum. Eagles tough loss here today, 25-62. Pretty good game for about 30 minutes, and then the last 10 or so, just things kind of got a little out of hand. But we're talking to the Coca-Cola player of the game, first time in double figures with 10 points, joined by Caitlin Rubino. And Caitlin, let's talk about the game a little bit here first before we kind of get into individual stuff here. The first 30 minutes or so, nip and tuck, very close. What did you see? How did you see the game being played out for the first 30 minutes or so?
I thought we were bringing it the first 30 minutes, and then, we just didn't stick with it.
Is it? I know finishing has been a problem for this team all year. Was it a case of that? It also seemed like maybe not composure-wise, but it just seems like after that screen I think it was on Chanel, and then the fifth foul. It just seems like from there things kind of went out of hand a little bit.
Yeah, I think they had the momentum. We just didn't have enough to get it back at that point, but we just needed to keep going.
So you see an open look at three. Take us through that first three-pointer that you made. It was a great open look, and you were able to knock it down.
Oh, yeah, I think my foot was on the line, so it was a 2. But, in practice, he'd just been telling me to shoot when I'm open up there, so I just had the confidence, and I took the shot. There
were a couple of times, too, that it looked like after you were able to make those couple of shots from outside, even the one that I thought was a 3 but wasn't, it kind of opened things up because then the defenders were coming out to you, and then you had a nice pass. Even though Chanel missed it, It was a great open look on the weak side.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've been trying to work on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been trying to, Chanel and I have a good connection, and we've just been trying to, play off that and stuff.
I know it's been a difficult stretch. You guys have played 5 games. 4 of them have been really close. Maybe 20 minutes, 10 in Liberty and 10 against this game. It's been a little bit out of hand. But how do you try and stay positive, stay focused? You don't want to lose. You know you're playing better each game, but it's just hard to get over that hump for some reason.
Yeah, I think we just need to come together as a team and just support each other. And we just need to step up and, win the next one.
Shanice and Jess had big games. Jess really was strong early on. How have you seen them progress as leaders as the season has worn on?
I definitely look up to them. Like Shanice and Jess, they're really good on the court. And I think when they start scoring, the momentum builds up and everyone else follows them. Well,
your position, the power forward spot, it's kind of been open for the last couple of weeks. How do you feel today's effort helps you in that battle? It's friendly competition with your teammates, but on the other hand, like everybody else, you want to play too. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel that's gone?
Yeah, we've all just in practice just been battling and making each other better and stuff. So I think it's showing on the court.
Well, keep pulling these double-figure scoring games.
Okay, I'll try.
Eventually, wins will come out of it.
Okay.
So, thank you, Caitlin. Coca-Cola player of the game, Caitlin Rubino. Unfortunately, talking with her in a loss, had a great effort, though, on the floor. Caitlin, 4 of 6, 1 of 2 from 3, had 3 rebounds in 20 minutes. And we bring in Eagles head coach Bud Childers, 85-62 falling here today. But unfortunately, that final 10 minutes just got a little bit out of hand. For the first 30 minutes, nip and tuck ball game right in there. Maybe some just bad things going the Eagles' way in that stretch. It really seemed like after that illegal screen call, that kind of momentum shifted, and then Gardner-Webb didn't look back.
Well, Mike, we just didn't play any defense here today. I mean, we gave up 85 points, and I couldn't tell you the last time we've given up more than 65 or 67 in a game in a long time. The last 10 minutes, I mean, we didn't play much defense throughout the game, but we just didn't play any defense in the last 8-9 minutes. I mean, it was a layup line for Gardner-Webb, and that's inexcusable. We'll take responsibility for it, and we just got to go back to work. And you got to play some defense, and it was very poorly lacking. We gave up 53% shooting. Mm-hmm. We fouled the shooter 10 times today. They got to the line 26 times. Here's a stat for you for defense. We had 1 block and 1 steal, and in all the years I've coached, I don't know that I've ever seen a stat line where, as a team, you have 1 block and 1 steal, and we just defensively didn't give Gardner-Webb much of a challenge today, and you got to give them credit. I mean, they got a great group of core players, and they got the ball right where they needed to get to, and they made their shots, and they ran away from us there at the end.
And Sandra Vaikuke was a little bit of a mismatch early on. It seemed like position-wise, she was able to get position, and if she wasn't shooting a layup, she was kicking it out.
Well, our centers didn't battle too hard today. That was very disappointing. Takoya and Chanel didn't go at her, didn't take it to her. They both get in foul trouble, 9 fouls between them, and still give up 15 points and 12 boards. That's just not a good enough effort. We got to be a whole lot better than that than what we were today.
But it really does come down on the defensive end. If you look at 62 points, 33 rebounds, 3 players in double figure scoring, 99 times out of 100, we're talking about an Eagle win.
Well, I mean, but you got to play the other end of the floor, and we just didn't play the other end of the floor. They had 18 assists and only 4 turnovers in a college basketball game. It just speaks to the unaggressive nature. It started right off the bat. You could see the drives. We weren't helping, we weren't rotating, and everybody was just kind of out there on their own, and that's inexcusable in the way we like to play defense.
And now coming up with Longwood, it's a team that's not going to have the size necessarily, but it's a team that it's going to attack, and it's going to be quick, and it's going to be fast. Yeah,
I mean, they're a good team. They beat High Point, at High Point, and so we'll have a tough challenge again on Tuesday, and we're just going to have to get better than this. I applaud Caitlin's effort today. I thought she's been practicing really hard. I think from the beginning of the season to now, she's one of the most improved players I've had a chance to coach in my years. And if everybody played as hard and wore their emotions on their sleeve as much as she does, I think some of our veterans could take a lesson from that. And it was good to see that. Offensively, I mean, we shot 45%. That's a good day for us. But defensively, we just can't compete if we don't play better defense.
And you talk about Caitlin Rubino. It's kind of been a competition at the power forward slot, but maybe as time rolls on, maybe it's not going to be much of a competition. Who's going to kind of emerge as the front runner for that position?
Well, she battles every day, and she had 2 good days of practice, and didn't surprise me today that she had a good game.
All right, Bud, thank you very much. It's Eagles head coach Bud Childers. We'll be back with you on Tuesdays. Winthrop travels to Longwood. We'll have pregame action beginning at 6:45 with a 7 o'clock tip time.